Okay, it is now time to jump straight into the new Sessions Gate Sim update and the Prague DLC that just dropped. We're going to start by having a quick look at the dev blog and just skimming through all the new features, but I will link it in the description so you can go and read it for yourself. We're just going to have a quick look at it. Okay, so this first section is talking a bit about what happened last year with the studio and what's going to be happening with the game and everything, but the main thing we want to look at right now is the update. So we have 2 new fixes to the game, and we also have a new addition that is actually a really nice addition. So first thing that is fixed is the day 1 bounce bug, which is the bounce glitch that everybody hates. It has plagued this game for the entire time that it has existed. This issue has been drastically reduced but will never be fully gone. We have worked hard to get the best overall improvement in terms of tricks and terrain to minimize the overall impact. So the bounce glitch hasn't actually been completely fixed. It's not completely gone, it has just been reduced, so I guess we're going to see it far less, which is good enough. Also fixed is ghost pop. This issue has been addressed and greatly improves real skating and flat drops. However, it is to be noted that speed has an impact on this, and going too fast will result in popping off the rail at a kink. And finally, this is actually an addition I'm really stoked about, and it's going to help me so much for sharing my stats with you guys. All gameplay sliders now have an associated value on screen so that stats can be shared more readily amongst players. And as you can see, we now have number values. This is something that I've been wanting for so long, and it is just going to make my life so much easier when it comes to sharing my stats and settings with you guys. So okay, on to the DLC, which is the paid content. What we are getting the Prague Map, which is just Stalin Plaza, so it isn't a combination of Prague spots like the Paris map was a combination of a bunch of Paris street spots. This is just the one spot, Stalin Plaza. I haven't been on the map yet, I haven't checked it out, so I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions on the map today. We also have some new object dropper assets, which, yeah, cool, always nice additions, and we have some new gear as well and a bunch of different variations. We're going to go through all the gear. I had a bit of a problem with my gear though. Even though I installed the DLC and I got the map and I got the object dropper items, clothing didn't actually load in for me for some reason, so I had to go and delete all of my mods because I had a feeling that there was probably a mod that was causing this to happen, and after I deleted all my mods, the gear eventually showed up in the shop. So just a warning, if you have mods installed, you might run into this glitch, and when you go to a shop you won't see any of this new gear. If that's the case, you're just going to have to uninstall all your mods. I'm sure it was just one specific mod that was causing the problem, but I wasn't going to sit there and install each one individually. I just did them all, so yeah, just a warning, if you have mods it might break your DLC. Okay, and finally we have a little what's next section. Following the release of the bounce bug and ghost pop fix, we will be proceeding with the integration of animation mirroring or bringing true Goofy to session while still working on fun and engaging maps and content. Okay, so that's that. I'll put a link in the description if you want to actually read into it, but let's just get into the game. Okay, so the reason my guy has the worst fit in existence is because, like I said, I had to uninstall all my mods, so this is a complete clean game, unmodded game, so I have no modded clothes, and unfortunately this is what I'm left with right now. But we're going to check out the new gear in the game right now. Skater apparel, let's start with the head. We have a backwards cap with hair, and there is a few different variations of it, just your standard snapback. And then we have one that I actually really like, which is the fisherman beanie, or the rolled beanie in this case it's called, which I'm a fan of because I like to wear my beanie like this in real life. A few different variations of that as well. And if we head to the upper body and we scroll across to the creature studios, because all of these new clothing additions are just creature clothing, they're unbranded. So we have flannel shirts and a few different designs of these. We have a hoodie with the hood down and the strings tied, which I really like. I think it's quite a nice little hoodie. We got some camo ones as well, and we also have dress shirts, which are just these like plain kind of smarter looking shirts. We head to the lower body, we have baggy cargos, which look quite nice, camo versions of those. We have cuffed trousers as well. These are cuffed denim. Now these are a little bit too slim for my personal liking, and also the fact there's no socks in the game yet means that they come without socks, which sucks. So there's no new shoes, no new accessories, no new characters. I don't believe there's any new decks or any new board stuff either. Let's have a quick look at the DIY objects that we got. So we got this DIY ledge ramp. We'll buy a few of them. We'll buy a few of these. Slanted bench. We'll buy a few of these barriers. If we head into rails, we also have these new rails. This DIY brick rail, this goal rail, which is like a football net, this as well. We'll throw them out about the map later on. So what's really nice is all these new additions actually don't cost any in-game currency, so you don't actually have to have any in-game money to afford these. The whole black fit going on right now. We'll also throw on some shades as well, just to be cool. Okay, so let's head to the new Prague DLC map. I have to say, the character is he's looking pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big fan of the default clothes, and I've been pretty spoiled with modded clothes recently. These new additions are looking pretty good. I do like that beanie, they look good with his glasses. Anyway, here we are in Stalin Plaza, which, if you skate in real life, you didn't know about this place. It is a legendary skate spot in real life, in Prague, in the Czech Republic. Oh, they even actually have some text here telling you about this. Time Machine, Metronome, 1991. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the guy's name, but that is very cool that they actually have that detail. Just do a quick fly around of the map here. So it's definitely not the biggest map that they've released. It is on the smaller side because it is just this one spot, this Stalin Plaza spot. Looks like it's pretty much just one big square, pretty much, and it doesn't look like it's really that big. But as always, the map looks pretty good. You know, your creature always get the graphics looking nice and the aesthetics always looking nice. It's going to be interesting to see if the game feels any different with the ghost pop removed. And the and the bounce glitch being pretty much removed. I kind of feel like I went a bit too big with the board here. Oh, that's cool. I like that little plank of wood there to land into. Okay, you know what? I'm going to quickly change the board because the 10-inch egg is a little bit obnoxious, I'm not going to lie. It's really cool that they have that monument in the back actually moving as well. It's a nice touch to the map. To be honest, I really don't even know what to talk about with this map because there's really not much going on with the map. It looks great and it's a really cool recreation of the Stalin Plaza, but I mean, you know, it's pretty unremarkable as far as session maps go. I was really hoping that after the Paris map didn't really meet expectations, that they were going to come back with a much bigger, better map, but I'm not so sure that this is it. My timing is really off today on catching tricks and everything. Nice kickflip shifty, and it's got a nose blunt on this. Not too bad. Back heel. It seems like you could just skate around the entire map and do one big line because it's all very symmetrical. It's all kind of connected. I like that gap. That's nice. I have to say, so far we have not come across the bounce glitch, so that is good. I feel like I'm just not feeling very inspired right now by the new map, you know? I'm not exactly super hyped up about it. Maybe that's just because I have spent the last, I don't know, hour and a bit troubleshooting and trying to figure out why my game wasn't working properly. I think it's a cool addition to the game, and I do like that they are doing these European-based maps. I've said it before in other videos. I think I said it in the Paris DLC video that I think that they should definitely keep this up and keep releasing. Damn, are you serious right now? They should keep releasing maps that are based all over the world and bring in all these like famous spots from all these different countries to the game, because I think it's very cool, and I think it's at this point kind of Session's unique selling point. Oh, that was sick. Slappy blunt kickflip. I really like that one. Nice kickflip back 50. Nice back 3. Oh, pretty sketchy. Because they say that the ghost pop fix actually makes kinks smoother to skate, and I want to see if that is true. So before, when you hit a kink, you would fly into the air, but apparently this fix, it's fixed that. Yeah, okay, I mean, that was a bit smoother. That was a bit smoother. We maybe got a little tiny bit of airtime. Now, it did say that if you go fast, you still do go up a little bit, but that's an improvement. That is definitely an improvement. And we're down in this little empty spot, which will be a perfect spot to throw out some of the new objects while we're here. So, man, this is the worst skate park ever made. If this was your local skate park, would you even skate here? That was really sketchy. Let me know if you actually use the objects in the object dropper, because I wonder how many people actually use that feature. I don't use it very often, only for videos like this. I always kind of forget it's a thing, to be honest, unless I need a ramp or a kicker for something. Nice, we didn't have to pop in between them. Ooh, alright, that was pretty cool. Huh. That was pretty nice. Okay, anyway, yeah, the objects are cool. If you use the object dropper, there you go. There's a few more objects for you. It's cool to have objects that kind of represent each map added into the object dropper, but other than that, I just don't really use it enough to care that much. Okay, that might be the best one we'll get. Okay, anyway, let's check out this side of the map here. What have we got down here? I feel like they deliberately wanted to add a lot of kicked handrails because of the update that makes them a little smoother to skate. Because board slides and lips do feel better, but what about like 50-50s? Yeah, there's a big improvement there. You kind of do just ride down it instead of bouncing and getting a little bit of air. We got a little double bend situation going on here. We can do some double grounds. Oh man, that wasn't even good. Oh, that's actually a really big stair set. Let's get this. It is all very mirrored, the map. Like it's very symmetrical in a lot of ways, which I suppose is just realistic to the actual Stalin Plaza, but you know, it doesn't make for the funnest map in the game. That was nice. Let's hit the hubba. We'll switch crook down there. Let's just get a kickflip 50-50 down the hubba. Kickflip back tail. Nice. I'm sorry that I seem so unenthusiastic and bored right now, but it's just not interesting me that much. I'm not gonna lie. I said I'd give you guys my honest opinion, and honestly, I'm just not feeling super hyped right now about this. That's pretty cool. Nice, we grinded all three. Alright, I want to try and skate this thing. I do like these like little additions of these little weird spots, you know. Creature are pretty good at throwing little fun little things like this in their maps. Like that's a cool, creative little spot, you know. Nice. That was okay. That was much better. Alright, kickflip nose blunt I think would be nice. Yeah, that was sick. Hard flip. That was pretty nice. Oh, I like this little spot here. So like a kicker to the ledge and then pop into that. That's pretty nice. Ooh, that was a really pinched crook. You know what, let's just film that and take that as the last trick. Why not? Alright, well there we have it. This is the Prague DLC for Session Skate Sim, or should I say the Stalin Plaza DLC, which is really what it should be called because it is just Stalin Plaza. Oh look, we never even checked like the surrounding. Look at that little city out there. Session always do a great job when it comes to the aesthetics of the map, but it's just like, it's pretty lackluster, and after the disappointing Paris map, it's kind of another disappointing map. I think for the most part really, it's just not that exciting of a map, and it's just a bit small, and it's just a bit like the same thing over and over and over again. And I think that all the new gear being put behind the DLC paywall really sucks. I think they did that just to try and pad out the DLC, because I think this map alone, along with the object dropper items, really wouldn't be enough to qualify for DLC. So they obviously put all the clothes in there behind the DLC paywall so that they could pack it out a bit more. In terms of the clothes though, I think there's some pretty cool items here. I think that, like, I actually quite like this outfit, and I'm not a fan of the default clothes at all. So I think if you want some new clothes, it's maybe worth your money for that alone. But the map really isn't that exciting, and if you're on PC, you can just mod much better outfits anyway. So I'd say if you're on console, then of course it's no brainer. I'd say get this because you don't have access to modded maps, you don't have access to modded clothes. Get the DLC, but if you're on PC, this DLC might not be worth it, to be honest. It's really up for you to decide whether or not you want to skate Stalin Plaza and you want some new vanilla clothing. But yeah guys, let me know what you think of the DLC in the comments below, and as always, I will catch you in the next video. Peace.